Hey guys, welcome back to Antidote Outdoors. This is Blake. These are the truck bed ladder racks. This is the Tacoma. We're going to show you how to get these bad boys under that bed hood. Alright, first and foremost, let's say thank you to you guys for watching and purchasing your Antidote Outdoors truck bed racks. If that's you, if not, maybe this will help you make that decision. The large box here is going to contain most of your parts. The small box is just going to contain the side rails. So you will need to get both of them. The item does come with the side rails, so you don't have to pay extra for them. When you purchase from us, you will get both boxes, and you will definitely want both boxes, as when the structure is a single piece all put together, it's going to be much more rigid, much more secure, much more capable of anything you need to be done. Grab yourself some scissors, and let's get this thing open. Packaging here for you, ready to go. These are going to be your black optional flip pieces. You don't have to use them. They do come with the red ones, but if you want a darker midnight sleek look, you can opt them out. We'll show you that in a minute. As always, we recommend laying everything out nice and organized so you can kind of see what everything is to and for. So right here we have the mounting towers. These are going to be mounted with these underneath. These are the footings with all the screws. So every bag is going to be labeled nicely. You see, these are the M8 by 30mm T screws. You got 16 of them, plenty of washers and bolts and stuff in there. So everything is nicely labeled for you, so you know exactly where everything goes to. If you follow the instructions, it will show you exactly which bolts go to which piece of bed rack. Over here we have the gaskets, which are going to essentially go underneath your footing to keep everything nice from vibrations and provide extra grip and all that as well. Gaskets are always nice. Over here we got the two crossbars right here. They do have the T-slots on them, which is nice. You can mount many items just using the T-bolts. Comes with the end caps with some tie downs on them. The bolts nicely marked as well. Gaskets, I say that already. You got the bolts to mount the crossbars to your mount, so everything is going to be, like I said, easy to access and mounts for you. Over here we have, let's start with these, are going to be the plastic caps right here. So they're the accent pieces. You can trade them out for the black pieces if you like. Simply just take this off, place it, and then you have a nice sleek dark midnight style look. Definitely like that look. But if you like the red, you got some red accents, this is a hit hard too as well. Over here we have the mounting pieces. So in the box you're going to have these items right here, which you're going to have the truck bed clamps right here. These are going to come in all the boxes, so whichever model truck you have, you will get these. These are going to be used for just about every truck other than the Tacomas, some of the new Gladiators, and most of the trucks nowadays are going to use these, except for the Tacomas and some of the newer ones. We'll get into that in a second. This is the hardware to mount all of that. Over here is going to be the Tacoma brackets. So here you get 4 of these, all these T-bolts, washers and such. These are going to be mounting to the rail system inside of your bed. Something new that we just developed. It's going to be very easy to take on and off if you ever wanted to take your bed rack off if you need something high or whatever that case might be. And it's making installation a lot easier as well. So that being said, we're going to get into it. It does come with the instructions as well as some tools, so you can basically be on the road and mount this if you need to. The first thing we're going to want to do is install our mounting pieces to the footings. The Tacomas will be using, of course, the Tacoma brackets, and then if you have just about any other truck, you'll be using the clamp-ons, the bed rack clamp-on mounts. So we'll put those to the side for now. First, I want to show you how to properly put these bolts together. So these are the 8x30 bolts right here. First, you're going to use a locking washer, a small washer, and then we're going to use that to put this piece on. So you can see the socket right here is going to go nice through there, drop into there, come back out this side. Over here you're going to want to use the larger washer, so, and then the locking nut, like so. We're going to do that one more time over here, and then we will go from there. You can definitely use the equipment that they provide, the tools. However, for the ease of installation, we always like to use a socket wrench or possibly a automatic ratcheting wrench as well. That way it will save you some time. Nice and snug. You're going to want to do this before anything else, or you will have to backtrack. Next, we're going to be putting this with this. As you can see, this has the lip going inwards. You're going to want to match the inward lip with the inward lip on this, both going inwards. So it will sit like this as well. Now that we have all of the Tacoma brackets mounted to the footings, we're going to actually mount the footing to the towers. So this. Those are going to sit nicely in there. You have your T-bolt, the locking washer, that's going to sit nice in here through the extrusion, nice and flush. Then on the other side, you're going to use your large washer. That's that one. Your locking nut. And then after your locking nut is nice and tight, you will have the nice cap nuts that cap over it, so it looks nice once you're done. So we're going to get the other four going, the other three, I'm sorry, and the other four mounting pieces all put together, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're here at the truck. We have all four of our mounting towers put together with the Tacoma brackets all nice and tightened. So, you see this lip is going to go over this lip, but first we're going to actually put the rubber gaskets in. You can see these little holes right here. They also have these to align. So, do as so. That. It's nice in there. Flip it over. Now it's going to sit just like this. You're going to want to grab your T-nut, slide them through, like so. One more, like so. And grab your washer and your screw. This is going to be one of the older Tacomas, so the rail is sitting a little bit higher in relation to the top of the bed. So for this year Tacoma, we're going to actually mount this directly through here, like so. We keep everything nice and loose so we can go back towards, go back to everything at the end and kind of put it exactly how we need it to go. Next, we're going to go around and do the rest of them nice and loose so we can adjust everything that we need to for the crossbars and for the side beams. And then at the end, we'll go back and stitch it up. Alright, we're back in the back of a Tacoma. This one's going to be a newer version Tacoma with the rails going to be a little bit lower than the last one we were in. As you can see, it's going to fit right through here. You're going to pop the caps off, throw the T-nuts through there. 1 and 2. Push the other one up. Okay, now that we have all of the mounting towers secured, we're nice and loosely. We're not going to do it too tight until the very end, like I mentioned previously. Now that they're up here, we're going to measure equal distance from here. So this is about 7. We're going to go to the other side, make sure it's the same distance. Then we're going to apply the crossbar on top, loosen a couple bolts, and adjust the height to where we want it. And when I actually follow me over here, I can show you how to do it. So there's going to be 2 button bolts back here, 1 right here. You got 2 more on this side. So I'm going to loosen all 5 of them. You don't want to take them out. You just want to loosen them just enough so we can adjust the height of here. And if you come around to this side, you can actually see the markings, the centimeter markings. It'll tell you exactly how much higher they are. So we want it to be about flush to our Prinzu rack here. So once we have that all lined up, we're at about 15 centimeters. We'll go ahead and cinch these down. Then we'll go ahead and do that to the other side, the other 2, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, we have all of our towers set to 15 in height, so we know that they're all level. Next, we're going to grab our crossbar, across the top. And previously, how I mentioned, we're not going to want to take these bolts out to adjust the height. It's simply because there's a plate behind it, very similar to this one. And if you take it all the way out, it will fall down. You don't want that to happen. You have to undo the tower and all that stuff. It's a lot of extra work, so just simply loosen it and tighten it. Don't take it out. For this, we're going to slide it down on the T-slot extrusion below. Slide it to match the holes underneath here. Roughly. Like so. We have our size. These were the M8 by 18 millimeter button bolts. We're going to use the locking washer first, then the regular washer. It's going to go up and under. Don't want to do it too tight because we are going to do some adjusting. Put the other bolts on. Locking washer. Alright, now that we got that one nice and tight, we're going to go finish it up on the next 3 corners. Then we'll put our end caps on and we'll go from there. Now that we got the 4 button bolts nice and secure, before we actually got them completely secured, we did miss out that we actually measure each side, make sure that this is going to be equal distance as that one is, so that it looks nice and flush, everything's nice and even. We have these rubber gaskets. Rubber gaskets are going to do a few things. One of them is going to add rubber to the top, which is going to make everything, the mounts, a little more grippy, sticky, quiet, all that stuff. And it will also cut down on the wind noise, so it won't split the wind through its cracks. So really through a little bit, and I usually pop the other side off and just pull it in there. That. We're going to grab our end caps, the M6 by 50 millimeter bolts with the locking cap. Our holes through the top of this, so what we're going to do is put this here. This screw is going to go through this as well as the beam, come back down the other side. There we go. This for now is a cutout where this is going to sit to prevent it from spinning, so you don't need to hold it with any extra tool, just the Allen wrench on top. Okay. Nice and snug. We're going to do the same thing on the other side and cut off the excess gasket to make it feel nice and flush. Alright, now that we got the towers and the crossbars are connected with the caps, next one of the final things you're going to attach is the side beam. Just like the mounts up here, you're going to want to do the same thing right here, just loosen it nice and just a little bit so the plates don't fall and such. And this will slide. You have the T-slot on both sides, so this one has the T-slot on the larger extrusions. This is the one you're going to want facing the outside so you can mount your jerry cans, water cans, and such. So, see these holes right here. Same on the other side. We're going to just line those up and just slide this out like such. You have your bolts right here. This pack of bolts did come in the same small box as the side rail, so it's easy to clarify which ones are which. Same as before, locking washer, regular washer, nice like such. It's always good to have someone help you hold the side beam as well. It may make this job a little easier. Okay, we got the side beams mounted to the towers. You want to remember to go ahead and tighten down these bolts over here that we previously loosened. Make sure we give those a nice tighten. So, go back to this side, do the same thing. I do want to mention inside your pack of hardware from the side beams, it does come with 4 of these T-nuts, which you can utilize. If you grab some M8 bolts, they will slide in there. You got a couple of them, so you mount a couple things on each side. You will have to get the bolts, they're M8 bolts, and depending on how thick of whatever it is going on the side, you will have to adjust the bolt size to that. Now that we have everything nice and tightened, we're going to go back, make sure all the bolts are cinched down, especially the mounting ones, because we have not tightened those ones yet. Just go through, these are nice tighten. Make sure these are all nice and tight. This is a 7mm Allen wrench, by the way. You're going to want to grab one of these if you get the Tacoma racks. The kit will not come with one of these, but any hardware store will have one.
7mm.
Go through, tighten them all nice one more time. After you tighten them, we always recommend doing the shake test. That's just to simulate dynamic movements. So when you're driving, you can be confident that your rack is going to be one with your vehicle. Almost done here. More. Nice and tight. And very versatile racks. As you can see, it has a tie down on the outside, metal D-rings on the inside, the T-slots as previously mentioned. You mount your rooftop tent, it's very popular for these racks. You got cargo boxes, platform rack. There you have it. Truck bed racks. Pretty sturdy if you ask me.